welcome to this video. I got a video here I'm going to do. I'm not really prepared to do it, to make it smooth, but anyway, it's kind of going to be a little bit scattered out, so please be patient. All right, I'm going to read this scripture here because this happened in 2017, September 23rd, 24th. There's a sign that happened in the heavens. And this is it right here. I'm going to explain a little bit of it the best that I can, the way I see it. Revelation 12:1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And I want to show you something else in here. And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, who deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right, he was cast into our dimension. This has happened already, folks. They're here. The fallen angels are here, and God's angels are here on this earth, in this atmosphere, where we exist in this reality. This has happened, and nobody's seeing it. There's nobody really seeing it. And am I saying I'm 100% right? No, I'm not saying I'm 100% right. But what I am saying is that there's things that the Bible says the whole world's going to be deceived, and the elect would be deceived if it weren't, if it were possible. So, that kind of gives you a question, well, is it possible or not? So it makes you question whether you, but anyway, first off, I want to give my Creator, my Father in heaven, all the honor, glory, and praise, because he's going to fix this earth, and the other side, the beast side, they think they're going to get to keep it and run it their way, but it's called a plasma event that's coming. That the poles, the north and south pole is going to change. It creates a whirlwind. Is what it does. It's going to create a vortex, and it's going to change the whole. There's places that where they see these woolly mammoths froze instantly. That's going to be another one of these type of events, and I believe everybody should pray right now to keep, make sure their heart's right so God can protect them. But anyway, I'm going to go in with this right here. All right. September 23rd, this is, I want y'all look at this chart over here. 2016, 11/15. Jupiter enters this womb right here. This womb is Israel. That's who this womb is. Hebrew people of this woman. They call her Virgo, but she's really called the Virgin, I guess. And this Jupiter goes in, which is the king. Jupiter is the king planet. He's not the main king, because that's Jesus Christ, but this is a king under Jesus Christ. And he goes in this womb to be born. But I'm going to show y'all something here. Let me go on up to 9 and 17. And they say when this sign finished is right here. Because what happened, this Leo, the line has 9 main stars in it. Well, there's 3 stars moved in here along this ecliptic, Venus, Mars, and Mercury, and created 12 main stars in this, and it's formed a crown upon this virgin's head. Well, look, the sun is clothed. All right, she's clothed with the sun. All right, and you see Jupiter's out of the womb already. It's been born. But I'm going to show you where there were 3 births in this system. In this happened, 3 births. I believe there are 3 births. I believe it's Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Elijah. I think the whole theme goes around Elijah. but I think there's two more births in here that nobody's recognizing because I look at every little thing, every little detail. I look at and question because I think that's what we need to do is question everything you see. So I question every move this Jupiter made in here. I believe this man child consists of three entities: Michael, Gabriel, and Elijah. I don't believe this at all showing because Revelation's talking about the end days, not it's talking about the end of time, not when Jesus was born, but end of time. So, and the Jupiter was in this womb for 9 months, the period of gestation for a baby. Okay, but I want to go back and show you some things here. It created a crown on her head, but I want to show you this right here. 9:23. That's when the sign supposedly ended, or the 24th. But Jupiter was done out of the womb. But I want to go back to 7:11. Let me play a video. Let me see. There's a video I had up here. Well, let me do this one here. The chosen one.
A long time.
Let me get here to it.
Drinking.
All right, I'm gonna start it right
If
here.
you take a look, intellectual property theft. Add that to it, and add a lot of other things to it. So somebody had to do it. I am the chosen.
Did you know that you can make a
Somebody had to
full-time
do it.
income from
So I'm
YouTube
taking-
without ever trying to grow your own channel? It's true. Back in 2020, I made over $4 million from just one crappy little video that I uploaded to YouTube off my iPhone in my apartment here in Boston, Massachusetts. Well,
Okay, I want to show you this right here. The second coming of Donald Trump. They're saying this is just
did you know
happened
that you
about a
can
month
make
ago.
a full-time income from YouTube without ever trying to grow your own channel? It's true. Back in 2020, I made
Okay, the second coming of Donald Trump. Let me skip these ads.
Not everyone in the West.
All right, they're calling this. This happened about a month ago. This YouTube channel, or Australia, Sky Australia. The second coming of Donald Trump. Can he be president again? Well, yeah, he's going to be president again. But now I'll show you something else here that's it's going to go along with the sign in the heavens.
I think what I want to do is I want to talk just for a second. I wrote this out, and it's very close to my heart because I was down there, and I watch our police and our firemen down on 7-Eleven, down at the World Trade Center right after it came.
Okay, y'all heard that about 7-Eleven. He said that on purpose because those twin tires represented double helix DNA. And so when 7-Eleven happened, when he said that 7-Eleven, it was involved in a ritual. And I want to show you on this stellarium, what happened on 7-Eleven. 7 and 11. Okay, let me get back over here to it. Okay, 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven 2017. Y'all see, this is Jupiter, if you can see it. I don't know how it got so small, but maybe I can get it a little bit bigger. But anyway, this star came out. This Jupiter came out across the womb line. It broke the plane of halfway on the womb line on 7-Eleven, and it came out a little bit. So I'm saying that was a birth. 7-Eleven. This is like, what Donald Trump's talking about. This person's birth. They want this person to go down, part of their ritual, 7-Eleven. But I'll show you again. All right, let's go up to the birth. I believe that was 7-Eleven birthday. Right there you can see it, 8-11. It's moved in. It's got little, let me go back and all right, y'all can see that it went back in the womb. It come out across this plane, went back in the womb. All right, then it's going to finish its sign. But right here on 9/8, Jupiter crossed the other side of the womb, crossed out, being born. Because if you're over halfway out, you're basically born. You know, we can't. God thinks in different ways than we think, so you have to try to think spiritually what's going on here, and even use a little bit of a scientific evidence with it. You know, because if you've got a baby all the way, over halfway out of the womb, they're born. I mean, that's it basically. So on 9/8 and 9/9, um, Jupiter comes across the plane, the birthing channel. And then on 9, 18, and 19, well, there's an eclipse that happens here, kind of. Let's see here. Nine and 19, it breaks the plane. I believe that's another birthday. I believe that's another birthday after it breaks that complete plane. I think this represents the man-child, Elijah, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel. I believe that's what this represents here. Am I saying I'm 100% right? No, I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but God's thoughts are not our thoughts. We can't, you know, when you think in from our human consciousness, we're not thinking like our God no more. Adam did at first, would communicate with God on a spiritual level, and knew the spiritual way of thinking. So, but then after that fall of Adam, God comes along and says, "My thoughts are not your thoughts. My thoughts are higher than your ways, you know, and y'all don't think nothing like me now since y'all fell." But anyway, so on 9 and 19 of this process, it completely broke the plane, all right, of the moon. And then on 23, see, that's what I don't understand. Well, on 23, the crown lines up on the lady, up on her head. Let's see if I can get it up here. That's when the 3 stars come in and form the crown over her lady's head. The woman clothed with the sun, and the moon is under her feet. I don't know if you can see the moon right there, but the moon's under her feet, and the child has been born. Because if you think of a child, you know, when you think of Jesus is the head and we're the body is more than one person. So when you think of this in the spiritual way, you think of this child maybe 3 people, 3 persons, 3 entities, you know, in the spirit, because they can split off from itself. They can transform into a person. They can transcend into time and be in a human body. And a lot of this stuff is coming out now. You know, the knowledge has been hid from us, but it's all coming out now. So I'm saying this is when that happened. All right. Donald Trump says he's the chosen one. He says he's the DNA went down on 7/11. That's what he's saying, folks. That's what he was saying. But Donald Trump made the comment, I'm the 45th and the 47th president. I'm the 45th and 47th. All right. He meant something when he said that. 45 plus 45, because this is how they do. This is what I'm talking about, the matrix. You can decode it. And you can decode who they are, who you are through this. I know some people say it's satanic or whatever, that gematria or anything like that, but I just don't agree with that. I mean, I just use it because that's their tools that they use. They go by the sun, moon, and stars. The elite evil rulers go by the sun, moon, and stars. That's how they pattern themselves after the sun, moon, and stars. And they use the gematria, the Hebrew coding system, to figure out what's going to happen. And you kind of can see what's going to happen. But whenever he said that, when he made the comment, I'm going to be the 47th too. So he's 45th and 47th equals 92. Well, I just thought I'm going to look up and see what 92 means. 92. This is Hebrew 92. It means a legal wrong, a crime, misdeed, crime against God, a sin. Unrighteousness, a violation of God's justice and judgments, with emphasis on its results. And wrongdoing as it brings certain divine retribution. It came from, however you pronounce that word, it came from that. Let's see what that says. To do wrongly, to do wrong, act wickedly. I act unjustly towards, injure, harm. A properly doing wrong, committing injustice, especially to inflict undeserved hurt by ignoring God's justice. See, Donald Trump said he never had to ask God for forgiveness. He don't believe needs to ask God for forgiveness. So acting contrary to what is divinely approved. So I'm saying that he's on the temple coins over in Jerusalem. He's got towns named after him over there. And the church can't see it. I'm telling you, the church needs to wake up. The people of Israel needs to wake up and realize, because they've programmed you to believe Obama was the Antichrist. They have programmed him as the Antichrist. They made comments because they're mind programming. And it's taken. You know, the church has took it hook, line, and sinker. But I'm saying that I believe Donald Trump is, because they prepared him ever since he was born. And I'm going to show you his birth chart one of these days, you know, because it tells you that along with this, it goes on with this whole story of Donald Trump and how he was born. He was born on a blood moon, eclipse. That means judgment. Now, God uses people like this, you know, to because our cup of iniquity has run over. America's cup of iniquity has completely ran over. And I'm saying we're at the end. Folks, all my children and grandchildren were born on a total solar eclipse except for one. And my one was born on a total lunar eclipse. All these solar eclipses are signs of judgment. Like when Jesus hung on the cross, a solar eclipse happened for 3 hours as a sign of judgment, because Jesus had to become sin, and it showed that this harbinger, a solar eclipse is a harbinger, a lunar eclipse is a harbinger, a sign of of justice coming, judgment's coming. So anyway, some people can say, "Hey, God," and say he's a murderer and all that kind of stuff. There's one guy on there said that he was murdered. He had murdered all the Amalekites, man, women, and child. No, he done justice, because those people were the fallen angel. They were mixed. Their flesh got so corrupt with fallen angel DNA that God didn't prepare a place for them. I mean, he did not prepare, like a heaven and an earth and hell. Hell is prepared for Satan and his angels, but these fallen angels are these mixed breed people. That just what's going on now. They're changing peoples, they're adding stuff into us. And you can't do it no more. But anyway, I can't say too much about that, because YouTube, the evil YouTube, is they'll give you a strike. But I tell you what, I'm thinking go out there and confront YouTube. I believe I'm about tired of these people. I ain't kidding you. I'm about tired. I'm just tired of their ways. They want to shut you up and just put out their false info. But Donald Trump is part of the beast. The system, everything he's got, he's called the beast. He drove the presidential car. He called it the beast. He's part of the beast system. He is probably the main one, because they made him out to be the second coming, and that's not the first time that's been said. And the tribes of Israel need to wake up. I know that God's waking them up, but anyway, well, I made this video a little bit long, I guess, but oh yeah, let me read some of this to you. Friend, I do wrong, you not. That's what the beast is going to say. Now, folks, the beast is going to kill the harlot. He's going to get rid of the harlot. The deep state and all them, the abortionist and all them. The beast is going to stand for justice, a false justice, and go that route. He's going to use the church to beat the harlot. the church of America, the church of the world, is going to be used by the beast, and they don't even know it, to crush the harlot. That's what's going on, as you've seen today. You can get these preachers up there, and they cannot see one thing that Trump's, that he's their savior. Man, I put no faith in no man. I don't care. You know, I know it's part of the political system, part of the whole thing, but there's coming a time that God says, you trust no man. And not, you want a king that's going to fix the economics, just like when they wanted King Saul instead of King David. And they got the wrong king. That's what's happening now. They want they're getting the wrong king, because he's going to get to be number 47 too. So anyway, well, I'm going to end this video. Thank y'all for coming to my video. I got some very important videos I'm working on pretty quick, because I'm fixing to have to open up a few more things. But I just want to thank y'all for coming to my video, being a subscriber. I'm asking you to share my videos if they're interesting to you enough to share. I'm asking you to share them, because, well, I appreciate it, and I think God will appreciate it too, But this right here, that's what Donald Trump meant when he said 45 and 47, 92. That's how they go by. That's what they go by. And I'm just saying, people need to look at these politicians at this time. Man, there's stuff going on that they're not telling you about. And that's when when they start hiding secrets from you, that's when you ought to be suspicious. Donald Trump's hiding secrets from you.